Alright, so in the first video that we did, I talked about the past connecting to your today and your tomorrow, and we talked about a lot of different warning signs and how you have to be careful that you're not lying to yourself and that you're making the best choices for yourself, okay, and how it's all connected. But we're going to talk a little bit more now about how exactly your past can really hurt your today and your tomorrow. And for some people, it's not as obvious as you think. For some people, well, for a lot of people, okay? And let's take a look at yourself, for example. Let's say you're at work and you want a promotion. You're trying to get paid more money. You want to move up. Maybe you're trying to apply for another job, better yourself, or whatever the case may be. If you go to work and you're late, you don't really perform well, you don't really treat your coworkers with respect, you get in the gossip wheel and you're talking shit, and you're really not being professional, you're really not being a good person. When the time comes for that promotion or that move or whatever it is you're trying to go for, it's not going to happen. And in fact, what happens very often is you'll either stay in the same position or you're just going to get fired and replaced, okay? And especially in a corporate world, they don't give a shit, okay? They just don't give a crap. You are just a replaceable nothing. And that's why they say you reap what you sow. If you do bad shit, if you're a selfish person, whether you believe in God or not, whether you believe in karma or not, it's going to come back. Everything you do that is past will come back to your today, and it's going to hurt your tomorrow. In the same respect that if you go to work and you work your ass off, you come in early, you leave late, you're reliable, you're dependable, you help your coworkers, right? You go beyond, okay, your chances of getting into a better position are much, much higher. You'll have people vouching for you. It's easier for you to get good reference letters, right? Your boss is going to see you working your ass off, right? It's going to help you to get in, when you're productive and you do positive and you do good. Okay, and that's one of the most powerful examples of how your past is always going to follow you for the rest of your life. Some of you saw a picture that I posted of my grandfather who's recovering from a really nasty, health issue and going toward your life. If you are an asshole, if you are a bad relative, you're not there for your family, you're selfish, you're just only thinking about yourself, and you're not there for the people that have been there for you. As we get older, as our bodies weaken, and it hurts every bone in every part of your body just to get up out of your bed, guess what's going to happen? It's not going to matter how much money you have, it's not going to matter what you've got going on, because at the end you're going to be alone. Nobody is going to be there for you when you really, really need it. Why? Because of your past. Okay, that's why now my grandfather, he, no one's perfect, but my grandfather, he raised his kids, put his kids through school. They have done very, very well. Then he raised his children's children. He helped raise other family members' children. He's a great man. He's a good man, and everyone now is coming to his need when he needs people. And that's something that you have to remember. It's another really kind of a scary example when you think about it, about what's going to happen as we get older. The past is going to matter. Do you take care of yourself? Do you go to the gym? Are you eating right? Like all these past choices come back and they will affect your future. And in some cases, like I said in the last video, can absolutely destroy your future. Making terrible financial decisions. I've got a lot of people who I see who they'll say, well, Robert, you never know. You could die tomorrow. Tomorrow is never promised. You got to live like today's your last day. That's bullshit. With all of the horrible things happening around the world, and there's tons of crazy, sad, depressing horrors that you see in the news. There's tons of terrible shit happening. Regardless, the majority of us are going to live a very, very, very long time, okay? And the older you get, the faster time seems to just disappear. And you don't want to make dumb decisions, especially with money. You're always going out to travel, always going out to eat. You're spending money here, spending money there, and you're not making a plan for yourself. That shit is going to come back and bite you in the ass. You are not going to die tomorrow. You're not going to die next week. You're going to be alive at 90 years old, and you need to make smart choices. Don't just sit there and say, well, I might die 5 minutes from now on my way to McDonald's. What the hell is that? You know, we've all been through terrible shit. You know, a lot of us have had terrible experiences. You know, maybe you're diagnosed with cancer. Maybe you need some kind of a transfusion or transplant or whatever it is. The doctors might be telling you you've got 6 months to live or a year to live or whatever the case is. But you never know how things could change from one day to the next. The government might finally decide to release some kind of a, stronger drug or stronger whatever to try to make more money. You know, like, you never know what could happen that the next thing you know, you're still alive 10, 20, 30 years later. Okay? In the same respect, you never know. So don't make decisions that could potentially, truly, really damage your future. Because again, at that age, when you're older, your ass shouldn't be working. That's the time where you should be traveling. That's the time where you should be taking it easy. Right now, when you're young and you have the strength and the energy, is when you should be working your ass off and saving money and making plans. Okay? And then when you've got no more strength, you call Uber. You have them come up and take your bags into the car and carry everything. You know, you get house service because you have the money to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Again, your past is going to affect everything about your today and your future, okay? So just keep that in mind. Again, have a good day. Thanks for watching, and if there's anybody that you know that could use a little pep talk like this, please share the video, okay? I'm only trying to help people. It's very, very important. Have a great day.